At 13 years old, Bethany Hamilton lost her arm in a shark attack. For most of us, that would have been the end of something we love. But for her, it was the beginning of something bigger. Bethany Hamilton is a professional surfer, shark attack survivor, author, and inspiration to millions, including me. Her story is not just about surfing. It's about refusing to give up on your purpose when life knocks you down. Today, I'll take you through Bethany's life before and during the attack, how she made one of the most powerful comebacks ever, and how her story continues to inspire me through my own rough waves. Let's start with who Bethany was before the world knew her name. Quick show of hands, how many of you have heard of Bethany Hamilton? Well, she was raised in Hawaii and she was riding waves by 8 and winning competitions by 9. Her dream was simple. It was to become a professional surfer, and she was well on her way. At 13 years old, Bethany went surfing just like she did on any other day in her life. Then suddenly, in an instant, everything changed for her. A 14-foot tiger shark attacked and took her left arm. For reference, 14 feet is about the size of a pickup truck. She lost over half of her blood, but somehow she survived. At that point, nobody would have blamed her for walking away from surfing forever. But what happened next is what truly makes her unforgettable. Close your eyes for a second and think about the one thing that you love doing most, the thing that gives you purpose. Now, imagine waking up and realizing you might never be able to do it again. How would you react? Well, for Bethany, just 26 days after losing her arm, she was back in the ocean. Think about that. Most of us would still be recovering emotionally, or at least physically, but not her. She did not let fear or pain hold her back. She had to relearn everything. How to paddle, how to pop up, how to balance, all with one arm. Every motion took effort and grit. But Bethany wasn't interested in excuses. She was interested on her growth and focused on what was next. Her comeback wasn't just about surfing. It was about proving to herself that her purpose hadn't been lost with her arm. And she didn't stop at recovery. She went pro, she competed against the world's best, and she started winning. Her success set a message loud and clear. What defines us is not what we lose. It's what we do next. After her attack, she continued to build on her accomplishments. In 2005, she placed first in the NSSA National Championship. 2014, she placed first in Surf and Sea Pipeline Pro. 2016, she placed third in Fiji's Women Pro. And in 2016, she was also inducted into the Surfers Hall of Fame. And these are just to name a few. And then beyond the waves, Bethany became an author, a motivational speaker, and a global voice for resilience. She used her story not just to inspire, but to empower others to rise above whatever it is that might hold them back. What makes Bethany's story so powerful isn't just what she went through. It's how she turned her pain into purpose, and how that purpose goes far beyond surfing, and it's something that I really think about in my own life. Take a moment and think about something in your life that's felt overwhelming. A time where you weren't sure what to do next. We've all been there in different ways. Different things arise, and maybe it wasn't a shark attack or a headline-worthy challenge, but maybe it was a breakup, a health scare, family pressure, or any of the other curveballs life might throw our way. The point is, our struggles might look different, but we all face moments that test us. Life is full of unexpected twists, and sometimes not knowing what's coming next can be scary. When obstacles arise, it's hard to see the way forward, and you feel overwhelmed so easily. But when I feel like this, I can look at Bethany, and she reminds me that even when life throws curveballs, you can still keep moving. What really inspires me about her is that even in the face of adversity, she didn't let those obstacles stop her. She kept going, and she kept showing up, and that has given me the courage to do the same. On her website, she writes, "If you're anything like me, you faced many obstacles in this life so far. Some made you stronger, solidifying your purpose, while others may have caused you to question what you've known to be true. No matter what you've been through, one thing I know is that with each struggle, we can either get stronger or get beat down." She knows that real strength is in believing that setbacks don't have to be the end of the story. That helps me look at my own challenges different, not as something that means I'm failing, but as something that I can grow from. Like Bethany, we can choose to keep moving forward even when it's scary or the path isn't clear. And if she can turn one of the worst moments of her life into something this amazing, then maybe the rest of us can too. So today, you've learned about the girl who lost her arm to a shark and came back even stronger. You've heard how she redefined her success and how her courage has inspired me in my own life. Bethany's story reminds me, and now hopefully reminds you, that we don't need perfect circumstances to keep going and do something powerful. We just need the courage to keep paddling. Thank you.